Hey you guys, good evening yoga. Okay, evening flow. So nice to see you guys. Let's start to turn inward and just let go of today. Bring yourself back just to you. So we're gonna get into your comfortable seated position, rolling those shoulders back, shutting those eyes, and just turning off that brain as much as you can, letting thoughts flow in and then just letting them flow out. So as we begin, you got that seat, comfortable, supported, and let's start to increase that head up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, rounding, rolling those shoulders down the back. And just turning inward into that breath. Nice and slow. Let's work on a box breath where we inhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, and just continue that. You can trace it with your finger if you like, or just do it imaginarily in your head. Okay, we're changing our box to a rectangle, guys. So we're gonna continue that 1, 2, 3, inhale, pause, and our exhale, we're gonna extend to 4. So. Feeling how that extra lengthening of the exhale really just relaxes your body and allows you to sink in and just come a little more into the present moment. Okay, keeping those eyes shut, let's move our hands over any parts of the body that might need a little extra care tonight. Those knees, maybe it's a shoulder, low back, maybe it's here, maybe it's our head, and we just need to allow our body to relax, rest, wherever that is. Find that spot for you and just give yourself permission to give whatever that is what it needs. Okay guys, let's slowly open up those eyes. Nice. We're gonna add some breath movement in here. Inhaling those arms up overhead, reaching up tall, and then slowly exhaling everything out. Good job. Continue with your breath. Okay, on the next inhale, coming up. And then we're gonna exhale, coming into those cactus arms, pinching those shoulder blades behind your back, opening up that chest. And then inhaling up again. Good work, moving with your breath. One more full breath here. Exhaling into those cactus arms and then breathing with those arms out, pinching those shoulder blades behind you. on each exhale. Pinching the shoulder blades more, moving those elbows back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, relax. When you're ready, slowly lowering those hands down. We're gonna make our way onto the ground, all the way onto the back, knees bent, allowing that ground to support you. Nice. We're gonna move through some flowing bridge, palms face down. Inhale, pressing into those feet and lifting up those hips. And then exhale slowly back down. Continuing this movement, this flow with your breath. One more full breath here, lifting up those hips, pressing evenly into those feet, and then slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Good job, you guys. Let's take that left knee, hug it into the chest, extend that right leg out. Reaching through that heel, pulling those toes back on the extended leg. And then taking that left knee all the way out to the outside, supporting it with that left hand. Hugging in, just feeling that pressure on the hip and on the knee. And then as you're ready, utilizing that left hand to slowly rotate that hip. Lubricating that joint. And then gently switching directions. And then when you're ready, grabbing that knee with both hands and hugging it in. Big deep inhale in, and then slowly exhale. That left leg out. Switching sides. Hugging in the right knee. Extending through the left leg. And then gently taking that right leg out to the outside, supporting it with the right hand. And then beginning those circles. Hip circles, working that joint. And then switching directions. And then gently pulling that knee back in, hugging it with both hands. And releasing it. Nice. Bend those knees up. We're going to work on the core. So putting the hands to the temples and lifting up the chest, engaging that upper core. We're going to take the left elbow to the right knee and then the other way. Exhaling every time we take that elbow to the knee. Good job. Keeping this up. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one on each side. And then gently laying back down onto your supported mat. Always here for you. Let's take those knees up, parallel with the sky, with the ceiling. And then inhale the arms up. We're gonna walk on some clouds here, guys. Cloud walking. Right arm down, left leg out. And then inhale them back up. Alternating back and forth. Working our spinal balance. Having gravity help pull our arms down, our legs down. Just kind of taking that mental note here as we're walking on the clouds. How does this feel? It's really good for your core. Really good as we stretch out each of those legs and the arms, opposite directions. And it really helps our brain. We have to think about things that might not be the normal way of doing it. Okay, let's go one more on each side. And then hug those knees into the chest, rolling up and down. Now let's roll over onto whichever side you like. Make our way into tabletop. Okay, you guys, hopefully you're here with me, enjoying this. Pressing those hands down, shoulders right over those wrists, knees right underneath those hips. Engaging that core, nice flat back. Breathing here. Okay, we're gonna do the opposite, basically, spinal balance, just like walking on the clouds, just a little different. We're upside down now, right? So we'll take that right leg back, left leg forward. Big inhale, exhale, slowly set it down, and then switching sides. Good work. Continue back and forth with your breath. Play with that gaze as we're working it. Maybe look forward, look in front of that hand, towards that hand, or keeping your head down. Just see which you like better, which one feels better to you. This is yoga, guys. This yoga practice is for you. All about what feels right to you, for you. So always paying attention to that. This is a personal practice. No competition. This is to make you feel good. Okay, doing great. Let's do one more on each side. Nice work, guys. Let's do some spinal balance. Oh, sorry. Cat-cow. We're going to inhale. Drop that belly, look up. And then exhale, rounding the back. Continuing with your breath. Moving each vertebrae, limbering up that spine. On the next inhale, we're going to stay here in this cow position, reaching the belly button down, looking up, just extending that spine, and breathing right here. Deep inhale in, And on the next exhale, let's round our back, coming into that cat pose. Staying in cat pose, breathing through it. One more breath here. And then gently allowing that back to come back to neutral, into that tabletop. Okay, let's get back into our first down dog. Flipping those toes, leading with those hips up high, pressing evenly into those hands, and then pedaling out. Right heel, left heel. Back and forth. Until you get to that position where you just want to kind of start to settle into your down dog. We're going to take a couple breaths here in down dog. Nice work. And then we're going to float forward into that plank. And then gently set those knees down. Nice work. Kneeling plank. We're going to slowly exhale, elbows back. Chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, press yourself back up, and then back into child's pose. Okay, you've got the flow. This is what we're going to do. We're going to flow back and forth. So, coming into that half plank, kneeling plank, big inhale, and then exhale. Lower down, inhale, press up, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, forward. Continue with your breath. Up, you guys. Couple more. Okay, maybe one more. Meet me in child's pose when you're done. Breathing here in child's pose. One more full breath. And then pressing back into that downward facing dog. And we're going to walk those hands to the feet. Gently walking back, bending those knees if you need to. Coming into that forward fold. Allowing that head to hang. Letting gravity pull you down. And then inhale, halfway lift, hands to shin, flat back. Really feeling that stretch on the back of the legs. And then gently folding forward, slight bend in those knees, reverse swan dive up. Looking up, breathing. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Oh. Love being up after being down for so long. So let's roll those shoulders back, coming into that mountain pose. We're going to take a couple breaths here in mountain. Sinking into those feet, opening up that chest, and just shining out through those fingertips. Let's work a little bit on the lateral. So we're going to take that right hand and just reach it down that leg, left arm up and over. So as we're doing this, we have our feet planted firmly, feel very solid in here. Our core is engaged. We're pulling that belly button back towards the back. And we're reaching over. Maybe you want to change your gaze. Look up towards that elbow. Do you like that better? I don't know. Maybe down towards your right shoulder. Maybe halfway in between. Good work, you guys. Let's take one more breath here. And then exhale. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Same idea, feeling that great connection with the ground. Core, center, engaged. You got that belt hugging right around our midsection. And then reaching that right arm up and over. And yet again, we're gonna play with that gaze. I'm gonna start down first, towards that left shoulder. And then go middle. And then up towards that elbow. And let's take one more breath here. And then slowly bringing that right arm back down. Shoulders back. Nice work, you guys, back in that mountain pose. We're gonna sink into those legs, coming into chair pose. So, getting in there, we're gonna just start to sink in. Hips are going backwards. Knees are right over those toes. And we're gonna play with those arms. So we can have our arms out front. They can be up high or right in heart center. So you pick your favorite chair arms. We're going to just play with this pose in lots of different ways here. So extending through that tailbone and then up through the crown of the head. Spine is long. Pulling those shoulders in, nice and solid. Good work, you guys. We're gonna flow. Okay, so we're gonna take those arms all the way around. So we're gonna inhale up, arms behind us, exhale back into that seat, and then same idea, but we'll go the other way. Inhale up, arms go behind us again, and then back. Inhale up. So we're reversing that rotation on our arms every time. Moving with your breath. Exhale, sinking down. Once more. Good job. Okay, let's try and return to that lengthening in that spine. And bring those hands to heart center. We're gonna do a little spinal twist here. So lengthen the spine. You're doing a good job. We've got that going. We're taking that right elbow over to the left. And then same idea, we want to keep those knees. Like I say, usually, so often, you take that right elbow over and that right knee just says, I'm coming over too, and pops out. So I want you to check in at those knees. Say knees, you're set. Just twisting the spine. Good work, you guys. Let's take one more breath this way. And then slowly exhale back to center. Switch sides. Left elbow to the right. Checking in with those knees. I'm sure you've got them all trained. Say, hey guys. You guys are set. This is all about the upper body. Okay guys, one more breath here. Exhale back to center, and let's inhale up. Oh my gosh, releasing those legs. Exhaling, hands down through heart center. Love it. Kicking it out. Nice work. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking sun salutations might not be something we want to promote. So we're gonna do something very similar. We're gonna call them Clouds hug. Clouds. Instead of sun salutations. Cloud salutations. My gosh. So, make your way to the top of your mat. We're gonna inhale up, looking up, and then exhale. Swan dive down, thinking cool thoughts. Taking both legs back. Coming into down dog. Pedaling out those feet. And then when you're ready, floating forward, high plank. Slowly lower down, chaturanga. Moving into that low cobra, tops of the toes in the ground, lifting up that chest. Maybe even pick those hands up. Make sure you're really engaging that low back. Good work. And we're gonna press back through that plank, back into down dog. Good work. Left leg up behind us, three-legged dog. Gently setting that back down. Staying here in down dog, pedaling out those feet. And then the opposite side, right leg up behind you. Good work, gently setting that one back down. And then walking those feet to the hands. Lots of baby little steps. Making our way into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then slight bend those knees, reverse swan dive up. Big inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Coming back into that forward fold. Taking the step back. Down dog, child's pose. Up to you. We're gonna hold this down dog for 5 breaths. And then from here, floating forward. Coming into that plank, slowly lower down, chaturanga. Nice and slow, elbows back. When you get to the bottom, upward facing dog or low cobra. For an up dog, we have the tops of the toes and those hands holding us up. Okay, flipping those toes back, back into down dog. Good work, you guys. Let's take those hands, walk them back. Forward fold. Let that head hang. Gravity's pulling our head, our neck, our arms, our shoulders, everything down. We're gonna walk those fingertips over to the right side. And then gently over to the middle and to the left. Okay, back to center. Let's slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last to come up. Nice, cool thoughts, you guys. My mat keeps turning on me. Woo. There we go. I'm facing you. Love it. Okay, we're up. We're happy. Let's work on some balance poses. Got a lovely little squishy mat. I might have to hop off, but we'll see if I can do it here. We're gonna come into our amazing tree pose. It makes me always so happy. Rooting into that right foot and taking that left leg up wherever you like. So many amazing trees here. So many amazing trees everywhere, really. I feel like in the Northwest we have some really awesome trees. And here in Hawaii, some pretty awesome trees. So here we go. Ooh, got it. Let's take a step off this mat. There we go. Okay, so making your way into your tree, finding that nice solid base, And then adding those arms. And just remembering, the farther out those arms go, away from the body, from that center core, the harder, the more challenging it is. So if you want challenge, put those arms out there, yes. If today's not a day you want to challenge yourself, bring those arms in, bring them to heart center. Give yourself that stability, that space, whatever it is you need. Okay, doing good, guys. Finding that spot on the floor that's not moving. Utilizing that as your focal point. Okay, let's take one more breath here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. And let's slowly come on out of that. Shake it out, shake it out. Good work. What do we know about balance? We know that we balance our balance, so we're switching sides. Left leg rooted into the ground, right leg up. Get that base, get that tree base going. Roll those shoulders back and start to extend those arms to wherever you want. Okay guys, find that focal point. Utilize it along with your breath to keep your balance. Utilizing lots of little muscles here. Good work. Okay, let's inhale, arms up. Exhale. And then gently coming out of that. Good work. Kicking it out, shaking it out. Yay! Okay, well, I'd like to do one more balance pose with you. It's always a fun one. We're gonna come into Warrior 3. We haven't done any warriors today, but we're gonna go right into Warrior 3. Why not? So we have that right foot down, left leg, we got the heel up. So many ways to do this. So we're gonna bring with our chest forward, and that leg lifts up. So as soon as that leg's up and the chest is going forward, you've begun the pose, you've begun an amazing balance, so you're doing great. You want to continue on forward, trying to keep the chest in line with that leg. You can leave those arms back, or you can extend them forward. So many options here, so just kind of playing with it, what works best for you, finding that spot, yet again on the floor that's not moving, that balance, focal point, and turning inward into that breath. Guys are doing great. 2 more breaths. You can do it. Last one. And then slowly exhale. And gently land that Warrior 3. Good work. Whew. That was awesome, guys. I know we still have to do the other side. Let's just kind of take a side bend, extending laterally, and then go the other way. Back up, ready to try the other side. So, left leg down, leading with that chest as that right leg floats up, balancing your balance. Whew. Okay, and when you're ready, adding those arms in. Like I say, like everything, if our arms are closer into the body, it helps our balance. So feel free to stay with arms close until you feel comfortable extending. And that doesn't have to be today, that can be another day. And remembering that sometimes there's one side, one leg's just easier than the other. Today, my right side was much easier than my left. That's just part of life. Good work, you guys. 2 more breaths. gently landing that back down, solid ground. Good work. Making my way back onto my mat. You guys, balancing masters, I love it. We're gonna open up those legs, coming into that wide-legged forward fold. Both your legs are parallel to the outside. Nice, comfortable, even stretch. Hands on those hips. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Coming forward, chest parallel to the ground. And extending from the crown of the head back to the tailbone. Slight bend in those knees. Doing good, we're hanging here. We're gonna take the arms out to the outside. Got some airplane arms going on. Then we're gonna take the right arm. We're gonna rotate our whole spinal area, the whole torso. And we're gonna take the right arm down, left arm up. And just keeping that gaze wherever it feels right to you. Okay, let's slowly come back to that parallel to the ground, slight bend in those knees. Long torso, extend it out through the crown of the head, and we're gonna switch sides. Left arm down as we rotate over to the right. Good work, you guys. One more breath here. And then exhaling back down. Airplane arms. Taking those arms, hands to your midsection, and then slowly inhaling up. Nice and slow. Good work. And we can heel toe or step those feet in. Guys are doing so great. We're gonna make our way back down onto the mat. Grab a sip of water if you want. I'm going to. Okay, hopefully the cooling thoughts we've been having are helping. Make your way onto your mat, extending legs out, coming into that staff position, rolling back and forth until you get comfortable. Good work. We're gonna inhale, arms up, and then exhale, reaching towards those toes. Lengthening. Pulling the feet back if you can reach there. This is a great option if you can't reach your toes. It's a good one for a strap or a towel, just to make your arms a little bit longer and help you to be able to pull your body a little closer. And I must say, you guys, I definitely 100% believe in yoga. I was one of those people who was tight, I could get to here. And the more I do it, the farther down I go. So keep it up, you can do it. Slowly rolling back up. Rolling those shoulders. Good job. We're gonna make our way down, but before we do that, we're gonna work those abs a little bit more, coming into that boat pose. Hands behind the knees, and then just rolling on up, balancing on those sits bones. Extending through the crown of the head, nice long spine. Staying here if you like. If this seems perfect for you, stay here. If you want to add a little lengthening into those toes, into those legs, do it. And if you want to take the hands and release them from the legs and extend them out, go for it. So many awesome options here. Just hanging, breathing, working that core section, working those abs. You guys, keep it up. I know you're doing it with me. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Sometimes I wish I breathed faster. And 1. Slowly making your way back down. Oh, awesome work. Let's rest by reclining all the way down. Oh yes, that feels awesome. We're gonna take that left ankle, cross it over that right leg, pressing away with that left hand. And depending on if this is the perfect amount of stretch, stay here. If you want to go a little deeper into this stretch, I invite you to grab behind that right leg, and we're coming into that figure 4 stretch, getting into that hip, eyes shut or open, whatever works for you, and just breathing here, sending that breath into anywhere that might need to relax, utilizing that exhale to relax those muscles. Okay, and as you're ready, we're going to slowly bend that straight leg and place it back down, switching over. Okay, opposite side. We're taking that right leg, crossing it over onto the left, pressing out with that hand, feeling that stretch. And if this is for you, stay here. If you want to continue farther, grabbing behind that left leg, straightening it out, and pulling it back. Having that breath be part of what we're doing, just, bringing that back to the forefront of your mind, just in case it slipped behind. Doing good, guys. Let's take one more breath here. And then gently setting that leg down and unwinding. We're going to lift into bridge again. So flowing bridge, continue if you like. Otherwise, we're going to come into full bridge. So up to you, but we're going to inhale those hips up and then roll those shoulders up and under, interlacing those fingers behind your back, looking straight up. Holding this pose for several breaths here. Engage those glutes, pressing them up, keeping those knees in alignment with the feet, with those hips. We're going to work this for a couple more breaths. And when you're ready to slowly come back down, uninterlace those fingers, roll those shoulders out, and come down one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone is the last to come down. Good work. Grabbing those knees into the chest. You guys did awesome. Rolling those ankles. Okay, we're gonna come into a short Shavasana. So make yourself comfortable, whatever it is, knees bent, straight out, whatever you want. Find that comfortable spot, and we're gonna turn off everything. Don't worry about your breath. Don't worry about anything. Any thought that comes in, thank it for coming in and just let it go. So we're gonna do that here for a little bit. Find your comfortable spot. Slowly start to deepen that breath. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes, bending those knees in, and rolling over onto your right side. Staying here as long as you like. And when you're ready, pressing up into a comfortable seated position. I hope you gave yourself that permission to just let it go at the end, take in that Shavasana. So good for your mind and your body. Okay guys, thank you so much for coming. We're gonna inhale, arms up to overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Namaste means the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.